Hello, I'm going to be sharing with you today a beginning ViewBoard training. So if you are just getting started with using a ViewBoard, you are in the perfect place. If you would like to follow along with this presentation, you can visit bit.ly/Chino Viewsonic, and it is case sensitive, so the capitals are capital. Our goal today is to show you how to use a ViewBoard to support student learning and increase student engagement, and we will know you are successful if you are able to enhance classroom instruction and student engagement. So the first thing I want to say is the ViewBoard can look very intimidating, but it is just your Windows laptop in a larger format. Everything you can do on your laptop, you can do on your ViewBoard. Don't be intimidated by its size. If you are comfortable using your laptop, everything that you do there, you can do on here as well. There are a few settings that you're going to want to fix to make it so that using your ViewBoard is a little bit more user-friendly. And that first setting is to pin the keyboard to your taskbar. We're going to do that down here at the bottom. When you press and hold on the bottom taskbar, it will bring up a menu. And you want to do Show Touch Keyboard always if you have Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, you're going to just check off Show the Touch Keyboard. And that will put a little keyboard icon down here at the bottom. So anytime you go to type, that keyboard will pop up and you can use the on-screen keyboard. If you have a wireless keyboard or one of the remote control keyboards like this, either one of those will work as a keyboard as well, but sometimes when you're up at the board, you need to just have that keyboard pop up. So that is the way to have it down here for you to be able to use when you are typing. The next thing you may want to fix is when you start up your computer, you may have Microsoft Teams open up in a window. And if you would like to turn that off, it is very simple. Down at the bottom, you are going to search for Startup Apps. And when you just start typing in Startup Apps, open that window. And there is a toggle button next to Teams. If you toggle that, it will stop Microsoft Teams from opening right away. Doesn't mean that you stop having access to Microsoft Teams. You still have that available to you. It just won't open up at startup. You're also going to want to sign into Chrome. When you sign into Chrome, if you have anything bookmarked or saved on your laptop, it will make it so that you have all those bookmarks and saved material on your ViewBoard as well in Chrome. So it makes it a little bit easier to use. You can make sure that you're signed in by clicking up on the circle in Chrome, choosing Turn on Sync, and then it will have you sign in with Google. You want to make sure that you've done this on your laptop and on your ViewBoard, and that will make it so that they talk to each other, and anything that you have saved, passwords, bookmarks, history, everything that you have there will show up here as well. You may also want to create a Chrome desktop profile shortcut, and you do that. You can follow these steps, click the 3 dots, and then follow the steps to create a desktop shortcut. And that will make it so that when you open up that shortcut, it takes you directly into the one that is synced with your Google account. On your ViewBoard, you have a couple different sound settings. You potentially have 3 different sound settings on your ViewBoard, depending on what you're doing. The first volume setting is from the actual board, from the hardware on the board, and that is down here at the bottom. You will see 2 volume settings. When you change those volume settings, it will move this bar. You can see the blue line coming over here. That's changing the volume from the board. You also have sound on the PC, just like you do on your laptop when we click on that little sound icon on the bottom and we turn the volume up or down on our laptop. that will look exactly the same on here on the PC. There is one thing that you want to make sure of, and that is you want to choose the Intel display audio. Sometimes the ViewBoard defaults to what's called speakers as the setting, and if it's on that, sound won't come out of your ViewBoard. So you want to click the little arrow next to the sound icon and make sure that that Intel display is chosen so that sound will come out of your ViewBoard. You could potentially have sound in a third place if you're playing a video. So if you have a video playing either in curriculum or in YouTube or on a website, it also could have its own sound settings. So make sure that that sound is turned up as well. If your computer, laptop, or ViewBoard is starting to act funny, you may have updates. So when you go into the bottom icon and you search updates, you will see most likely it's going to come up and say your board is up to date. But you're going to want to click on this blue part underneath that says check online for updates. I can almost guarantee you that there will be more updates available when you click that blue link. So if you have Windows 10 or you have Windows 11, your computer will probably say up to date. Check online for updates after. Once you've run those updates, if it needs to restart, it will prompt you to restart at whatever time is a good time for you. So if you need to run updates while you're teaching, it's okay. They can run in the background. You ideally want to do this at least once a week to make sure that your computers are running the best that they can. So you have your settings fixed now. You are ready to teach from your ViewBoard. We have a few resources available to you if you're struggling with not knowing what you can use on the board to help you teach. You do not have to teach from a document camera. You don't have to connect your document camera. Pretty much everything that you would put under that doc cam, you can pull up on your ViewBoard and annotate right on it. So if you have something on your laptop that you are connecting to the ViewBoard to show, anything that you are accessing there, you can access on here. So if you want to go to ClassLink, you have all your curriculum apps, all of the resources, the videos, everything that you would pull up on your laptop, you have access to them on here. Any EdTech websites that you're using, if you're introducing game-based learning sites, if you have any support resources that you are pulling in on your laptop, you can go directly to those websites as well on your ViewBoard. If you have files on your desktop, or I'm sorry, on your laptop that you want to pull onto your ViewBoard, it's very simple. It's just a matter of dragging them into a drive. When you pull them into a Google Drive or a OneDrive, you can access that on here and you'll have access to all of your files. You also have all of the Google and Microsoft apps. So if you're working on Microsoft Word or Google Docs, or you want to pull up a slide deck or a PowerPoint, you have access to all of those platforms on your ViewBoard as well. So anything you're trying to pull up on your laptop, you can pull up on here as well. You can also annotate right onto the screen, and you have a couple different options for annotations depending on the need of what it is that you're doing. The easiest thing that you can use is the overlay tools. And those are these little arrows on the side of your board. When you open that, it brings up this menu, and I have this pen tool that I can now write on my screen. Whatever it is I need to write on, I can use those overlay tools and just write right onto it. I can use my finger, or I can use the pen stylus that came with the board. If you don't have the pen stylus, check in that brown box that came with your ViewBoard. There should be a bag inside that has the stylus pens in it. The thing about overlay tools is they are just like you are writing on your whiteboard and you're going to erase it after you're done with the lesson, after you're done writing what you need to write. You're not going to be saving these. This is just like I picked up a whiteboard marker and I'm writing on the board really quick for my students. So I would be using annotations, circling, highlighting, underlining, whatever it is I want to do. But when I'm done with this, when I'm done with marking it, I'm going to hit the X and they're going to go away. They're almost like you have a piece of glass over your board and you're writing on that glass. It's not interacting with what's actually on your board at all. A few other little tips for the overlay tools. If you have a board that has these kind of overlay tools, there's a little icon on the bottom. It looks like you want to close the overlay tools, but that is actually not close. This icon means hide. And if you click that, it is going to make so these little tabs go away. If they go away, you can bring them back very easily. You're going to swipe in from the side and it will bring them back. You want to make sure to hit that icon again and unhide those overlay tools. Another option for annotating would be to pull up a resource in a whiteboard option. So we have Microsoft Whiteboard, and on your board you have my ViewBoard Whiteboard. We have a training available on my ViewBoard Whiteboard that has all the resources and tools available to you. So if you're interested in that, if you pull this slide deck, you click this link down here, it will take you to a training on my ViewBoard Whiteboard and how you can use that to teach with. You can attach your Google Drive to it and pull resources from your Google Drive to write on and then save it back into your Google Drive. So a really, really cool tool to use in the classroom. Microsoft Whiteboard is easy to get. It's already on your board. You have an infinite canvas and you have a lot of annotating tools in there as well. And it saves automatically. So you don't even have to think about saving it. If you're doing digital anchor charts, this is a great place for you to go to create those digital anchor charts. So when you need to reference back again, you open up Whiteboard and you have that digital chart available to you. So lots of great resources available here to make your teaching easier, make everything right there at your fingertips. You don't have to be searching or trying to find different files. They're all right here connected into your board. If you have not used my ViewBoard Whiteboard yet, the icon on your desktop, on your ViewBoard, will look like this. And that is actually the old icon. So when you double click on that, it should prompt you to install the new version, and you're going to want to say yes. When you do that, the icon will look like this. So if you see this or this, those both are my ViewBoard Whiteboard, and those are from Viewsonic. And again, we have resources on how to use this available in this slide deck. We get a lot of questions on how to turn off your ViewBoard. And so these are the steps that you would want to take. You shut it down just like you're shutting down your laptop, going down to the Windows icon, shut down. And then there's just one more step, because that's shutting down the PC. And now we need to shut down the board. So we shut down the PC. When it's done, you will see a no signal image. When you see that no signal image in the middle, then you're going to want to press the power button on the actual board. If you need to hard reset your computer, it is not shutting off. It's really acting funny. The touch isn't there anymore. It's glitching. Something is happening that you need to do a hard reset on it. There is a power switch underneath the board. If you feel for where the plug goes in, it's going to be to the side of the plug, or you can always unplug it from the wall. Either way, that will completely shut the computer down, and then you would press this button on the front to turn it back on. If you still feel like you need that document camera to teach from, you're not ready to use everything embedded in your ViewBoard, that's okay. We have resources for you, so you can connect that doc cam right into your Viewsonic, and then you would toggle back and forth using these buttons down here to toggle over to the, however you have it connected, either HDMI or the VGA cord. You can toggle back and forth between your ViewBoard and the document camera. If you want to install the software into your ViewBoard, probably like you have in your laptop, so that you can just open that Sphere software or whatever it is that you're using, you can put that right onto your ViewBoard. And this link right here will take you to the different software options that you have for whatever document camera you have in your classroom. And if you are ready to go to the next step and you want to do ViewBoard 2.0, how to teach with your ViewBoard, including more instruction on my ViewBoard whiteboard, including best practices, tips and tricks, and also some demo lessons embedded into it, please check out this 2.0 slide deck. And if you have any questions, you would like an in-person training on your ViewBoard, you're having trouble with learning how to integrate it into your lessons, or just want to get better at maybe disconnecting your laptop or disconnecting your doc cam and using this solely, the tech trainers are here to help you. Please reach out. We would love to come out and help you be successful with using this great piece of machinery in your classroom. So we wish you the best of luck. Please reach out if you have questions, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.